Good morning, fam. Good morning, everyone. Listen, my throat is scratchy. It's early in the morning, Thursday morning, and I know I am late with this video. I did watch the show, so today I am recapping my interpretation of Married to Medicine from a relationship expert's perspective. And so over the weekend, my oldest son got married. So it was a busy week, and I'm so excited for TJ and Karina, his new bride, and their family. And it was just a grand experience. It was such a beautiful and grand wedding, and I'm just so happy and so proud. But so I'm late doing the video because they have a 1-year-old. She's a year and a half, my granddaughter. And so I was there with her all weekend. And I'm going to tell you guys, I couldn't even pee on my own. I could not do a thing. She is like a little magnet. So I had such a great time with her and my bonus granddaughter, Maya. And so I'm just in a happy place, in a happy space. So it was a fantastic weekend. So my apologies. I should have gotten this video out earlier, but there was just no time. I don't know. Shout out to single moms, shout out to solo parents, shout out to stay-at-home moms, because I don't see how you do it. And I did it back in the day, but I'm just telling you, we're of a particular age now, and it was just, it was a lot going on. So I was so excited just to be a part of the wedding, and so I'll post pictures and stuff. If you don't follow me on social media, Tana C. Gilmore on Instagram. I think it's simply Tana on Facebook. Some of those, so I'll be posting about that. But I am here today to talk about Married to Medicine, this last and latest episode. Let me just sip, because it is early, y'all. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning for me, but I am committed to this video. I'm committed to this channel. I'm committed to getting up and just doing what I need to do and what I've committed myself to do for this year. So let me just take a little sip of my coffee. And shout out to Tamron Hall. This is my favorite mug. I was on her show 2022. I think it was 22. I think we were promoting our show on Bravo, Love Match Atlanta. And my business partner, Kelly, and I, for my matchmaking business, we were on her show. And this was a gift in the gift bag. And I tell you, it is one of my favorite mugs ever. So thank you, Tamron Hall. I could use another one, because when this one is dirty, I go find it and wash it so I can have my coffee in it every morning. So it's still rocking and rolling. But y'all, let's get right into it. So, the opening scene with Phaedra in check. Now, let me tell you guys, I think I mentioned it before. So the speed dating event that happened, that Sweet Tea hosted, Age Gap Speed Dating, I actually co-hosted that with her. And I think I mentioned it in another video, whatever. So I know exactly what happened. Now, they did meet at the speed dating event, but it wasn't her first time meeting him, because as I was going around the table, Phaedra was like, Tan, I already know him. Like, I know him. But so here's what I will tell you. She knew him, but she didn't know him. So she was like, they were supposed to ask each other questions, and, we gave out some questions. And they were playing the game, and they were going along, but they never really knew each other like that. I think she was surprised to see him there. I really do, because she had no reason to lie to me. She was like, I know him. I actually know him. But she didn't know him in that way. So there's a difference between knowing somebody, like I know of him, right? And even though he's been around her kids or being around her family, and apparently he knew Apollo, but she didn't know him. So was the connection real? I don't think so. I don't think it was real at all, but I think they felt comfortable with each other because it was more like a reacquaintance, if that makes sense. So that's what that was. So she knew him because she told me, I already know him. Like, she was surprised that he was there. I already know him, but I don't know him. She didn't know him like that because they were going along and playing the game. So I will say that. So do I think their relationship is real? I do not. I don't even think that they're still in touch like that. I mean, I'm not in Phaedra's life or her business, but word on the street is that they are not. And it was something that it was probably good for television and felt right. And again, like I said before, she didn't have to go on the trip by herself. So, I mean, who wouldn't love some arm candy and some company? So I believe that that is exactly what it was. But the tea of it all, so her ex, Apollo, when he showed up with Sherien, his wife, soon to be ex-wife, because apparently the streets are talking and they filed for a divorce, or she's filed for a divorce. But he showed up with her. And I have to tell you that I was not at all surprised that a divorce was in motion or in play. Let me tell you why. Because what I heard was Sherien held him down in prison. What I didn't know was that he cheated on Phaedra with her. I did not know that. I did not know that. I had not heard that. In these ATL streets, I had not heard that. But I know that she held him down while he was in prison. And that's where I thought that they met. So let me just say this, ladies. If you are meeting someone and they are incarcerated, there is somewhat of an affinity to keep communication lines open. Think about it. You're his lifeline outside of those bars. You are his lifeline. So, that being said, that they're going to feel some level of obligation to be with you afterwards. So I believe that that marriage was a marriage of obligation. I don't believe that he actually loved her. I think that he felt obligated because she held him down in prison. I mean, she probably, came to see him often because they desire that. And I feel like, she put money on his books or whatever it was. So she held him down in prison, and that's why he got out and married her. Or I don't know if they got married in prison while he was still in prison, or he got married after he got out. But I, of course, knew that he was married. But I don't believe that Apollo ever really loved her like that. I don't at all. And ladies, a note to you. Just because you hold him down in prison doesn't mean that he's going to be faithful to you once he gets out. Remember, they have more options when they get out. They do. And so I just want you to be aware of that. So if you are pen pals with somebody in prison, and I think there's an actual site too, that you can write people in prison and do some of those things. And hey, no judgment. I am a person that doesn't judge at all. So if that's what you want to do, by all means, have at it. But understand that when they get out, they have other options. I mean, it is what it is. And there are going to be other people that find them desirable, appealing, and those like that. And they're going to weigh their options. So, and some will marry you and some will commit to you for a short period of time for some stability. So understand that. But that's what that was. Yeah, I'm doing this. My face is a little shiny because I am moisturizing. Like I said, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I just got up and moisturizing my face. And I'm using this product with by Khalees. Remember Khalees? My milkshake cream, my boys to be that right. But I'm using her skincare, so I'm trying that out to see how I like it. So this is a fresh face, no makeup, nothing. So bear with me. My allergies too. It's just this allergy season for me all year round. But right now it's particularly bad. So again, that was Apollo and Sherien. And let me tell you, baby girl, when you showed up, you came ready. I think that Sherien had been sitting on so many things over the years because Phaedra's not fooling with you. Phaedra is not fooling with you. And here's the thing. Phaedra called her what did she call her? A bad built body bitch. I was like, you can't compete with her. You cannot compete with the shade that Phaedra Parks is going to throw at you. I don't care how prepared you came. I don't care what tea you have. None of those things. Because it just rolls off of Phaedra's tongue every single time. Nobody's going to throw shade like Phaedra Parks and Kenya Moore, in my opinion. In my opinion, because it comes in very natural to them. So Phaedra was not, I think she was prepared for Sherien, but wasn't expecting her. She knew Apollo was coming because, again, when we saw in a previous episode that Dr. Heavenly called Phaedra and let her know that Apollo was coming. But for her to, for him to show up with his current wife, Sherien, I don't think Phaedra liked that at all. She doesn't fool with her. And when Phaedra doesn't fool with somebody, she just doesn't fool with you at all. And so I believe that's what happened. But, girl, you cannot compete at all with the Phaedra Parks in the shade department. And so when she called her that bad built body bitch, I was like, ooh. Now I had to think about it. Now I did laugh because it was funny. It was funny. But I looked at the before and after pictures of Sherien, and she looks different. And I was like, goodness, she looks different. And so I will say, like, Heavenly Father, please, please, please don't let me go too far. Now, here's the thing. I support some cosmetic surgery. I support enhancements. I support all of those things. And I may do some myself eventually. But I'm telling you, Lord, please don't let it get out of hand for me. Please, because you can go too far. Please do not let it get out of hand for me. And so, and I believe that's what happened with Sherien. It just got out of hand because she does look different. And I don't like when it alters their look. I mean, she doesn't even look like the same person. And some of the other, celebs here don't look like the same people too. Will remain nameless, but I'm like, come on, when you do the before and after, I still want you to recognize me, and I just didn't even recognize her at all. So she's just gone too far with it. Whatever work she's had done, I feel like she's had some work done, and it could be, slight weight gain or something that happens to all of us, and that's expected. But she's definitely had something done. And again, like I said, I'm not surprised that they are going through that divorce because he didn't love her like that. I don't feel like he loved her like that. I felt like, she got sick of his ish. He got sick of her. She got sick of him cheating, lying. Who knows what else he's doing and what else is happening in that marriage. But obviously, for them to arrive at this point of a divorce, she's had enough. From a woman to woman, she's had enough. You can just tell in her face. She probably thinking, I took care of you. I came to see you. I helped you get on your feet even afterwards. I don't even know what Apollo's doing. I don't. But what I do know is that when you have a good woman by your side, you hold your man down. And I believe she did exactly that. But she got sick of it because he took it for granted. So, I wish the best for her. I really do. So again, I was like, wow. I was just thinking about how she must have felt even arriving there because Phaedra doesn't even interact with her at all. She doesn't interact with Sherien. So moving on. So Dr. G and Sweet Tea Letitia, I thought it was hilarious that Dr. G got down and did 25 push-ups. Now, listen, let me tell you something. Shout out to him that you can do 25 push-ups at his age. And I know men that are way younger than him that can't do 25 push-ups. So was he, making a point by saying Letitia? Maybe he was up and down on Letitia. That was his motivation. Letitia. That was pretty cute. And I was actually impressed. So shout out to Dr. G for being able to get down there, do 25 push-ups, and get back up. Because I'm telling you, getting down and getting back up is no joke. So I'm happy that he did that. And I think that he has to keep in shape. I mean, he has a young wife. That he has to keep up with his stamina, like all of that. So shout out to him. Keep doing push-ups, Dr. G. Let's see you do 5 more. So let's increase it 5 in 5 increments. So. So I felt like at that point, we are at the scene where King, Quad's husband, husband, soon to be husband, from what I hear, her boyfriend. I think that he thought about what happened the day before. And after he thought about it, I just think that he didn't want to punk out. He didn't want to look like a punk. He didn't want to look like, okay, you know what? I didn't defend my woman in that moment. And after she told him what Dr. G said, shut the F up. I feel like he was like, let me just go say something to him, because what you won't do is disrespect my woman. And what you won't do is make me look bad on national television because I didn't address it at the time. And I believe that that's what that was. He needed to address him as a man and let him know that that's not cool for you to talk to my lady that way, especially in my presence. And if I didn't address it before, I'm addressing it now, because this is TV. It's going to be aired. So I feel like, I don't know why, again, the timing wasn't right of it all. It was too many things going on. A fight between, an argument between Phaedra and Sherien. All of this going on over here with Sweet Tea, and just drama overall. It was just too much going on. It wasn't the time. I'm like, King, read the room. Like, it was not the time for you to be addressing this situation when there's so many other pockets of drama happening and arguments and fights brewing. I'm like, listen, dude, it's not the right time. It is not the right time. You can prove your love to Quad in other ways, and I believe that they do, and I believe that he does love her. I believe that that's something they can talk about amongst each other, but for him to have to prove it on national television, it was just it was bad timing. It was bad timing. I cannot wait to see next episode, because they're going to show the actual altercation that had taken place on this one, where they closed the scene. But I will say that I think Sweet Tea, she had enough of, she was frustrated, she had enough of, she had anger built up inside, just all of it, just the drama of it all. You are on this island with these people that they're not really fooling with you at the moment, or your husband. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating to be the odd couple out. And that's what it felt like to me, like they were just an odd couple out, that everyone else, they do have an alliance together because they've been working together very well. And even though Dr. G is friends with the other husbands, Cecil and Curtis and Eugene, they're friends, they're still, the camaraderie just isn't there amongst them as a couple in that group. And it was obvious. This season, it's just not flowing like it was. I think that last season, it was better for the couples as they interacted. This season, not so much. Not with Sweet Tea and Dr. G, in my opinion. But I thought it was quite cute when King and Eugene, Dr. Eugene, were talking, and I'm sorry, Dr. Gregory. Gregory was talking, and Eugene wanted to intervene, and he was like, "Wait a minute, I think I think he was just trying. He was just trying to intervene. He was trying to break up whatever was about to pop off. He was like, Cecil, help me out, man, help me out. I don't know what I'm saying, but I know that something's about to pop off, and I want to, intervene. I want to help. And so I thought that was pretty cute. Shout out to Dr. Eugene. It didn't work, bruh. It didn't work because we know what happened later that day. So I'm excited about that, you guys, and just this season overall, it's one of my favorite shows. Married to Medicine is one of my favorite shows, and I've been watching this show since inception, so from a very long time. And so I know the cast members, most of them anyway, that I'm actually real friends with. So it's nice, and I still watch the show as a fan. Like, I don't want my friends on the show to tell me about it ahead of time. And sometimes when we get to talking, I do know little bits and pieces of it, but I'm like, hey, wait, hold up. Don't tell me about it, because I still want to watch the show as a fan, because I believe in the show. I know that their marriages are real. They have real strong and solid relationships. And guess what? They go through issues and problems just like all of us. But I am ready and here for Sunday night's episode. And I will be recapping that immediately, because I know what's about to pop off. And I already have some thoughts in mind, but I need to see it. I need to see it on screen. I need to sit here with my beverage and watch the episode. But I just feel like overall, this episode was great. I felt like it was great. I felt like next week's episode is going to top this one. And then, we're soon approaching the finale, which is coming up. And I'm just excited. I'm excited to see what's going to happen even next season. I was just thinking, will they bring all of the cast members back? So happy that my girl Dr. Contessa, and Dr. Scott are back on the show, because I do love them for the show. I really do, and I hope that they continue to stay. And I would like to see some more of how they make their marriage work. So again, shout out to this episode of Married to Medicine, just my recap that I wanted to just get out this morning before I start my day. And I will be seeing you guys soon. Listen, my website is tanagilmore.com. I am a certified life and relationship expert, sex and intimacy coach, and intimacy coordinator. So if you need any services at all as a couple, I am happy to have a practice here in Atlanta. Happy to work with you. I am taking new clients on. And let's just connect. Let's connect. Connect with me on social. Tana C. Gilmore on Instagram, simply Tana on Facebook. And let's just get excited about next week. All right. Have a wonderful day, you all. I just wanted to come on here quickly, get this out, talk about a few things and a few scenes on the show that really I connected with. And so I just want to encourage you all that if you are in a relationship, communication is the key. And this is where I think that some of the relationships and some of the marriages on the show, I think that they could use some help with communication and communicating with each other. So we'll talk about that in another episode. Have an amazing day, everyone. TanaGilmore.com. Thank you so much.